This is a new 3DS, and this is an old 3DS. And you're wondering, what makes these so different? From afar, they look completely identical. Some may have some more fancier buttons than the other, but the core experience is the same. And you're looking online and you're scratching your head and wondering, why do some of these consoles cost over $200 and some of these cost $100 less and look the exact same? Well, there is a difference, but honestly, they are not worth it. So here is a new 3DS and an old one. Let's explain some of the differences. So on the new 3DS, you have this second little C stick. You also have a couple of extra shoulder buttons. As well as that, you have more accurate 3D. And it's also a little bit faster. The console also has a built-in Amiibo reader. Finally, the most important thing, it has exclusive games that will only work on this console, but won't work on this console here. But you should care about none of that. Let's start with the major point. New 3DS exclusive games. Do these even exist? Some of the biggest examples of new 3DS exclusive games are the following: Minecraft, Super Nintendo games, and some Fire Emblem game. I could care less, man. Like, who is dashing out of their house to go play one of these games right now, only on original hardware, nowhere else? Everyone is too busy dashing to the subscribe button so we can hit 2K. The device you're watching this on can run all of these games. What other features does it have? Oh, super stable 3D. That sounds amazing. It still sucks. Even after a minute of playing with the 3D up, my eyes just start turning to mush. My eyes just cannot handle the 3D effects. But being real, who actually used the 3D feature? But wait! It has an Amiibo reader. You can do this on the old models with an adapter. But wait, it has 2 extra shoulder buttons. Those will be useful in games. We can map stuff to them, right? Oh, I have bad news for you. These extra triggers only work in new 3DS games. Well, hey, it has a C stick. Surely that will be good, right? It is the worst C stick I've ever used. It feels like moving around a nipple. And just like the triggers, it only works on new 3DS software. Build quality. Both of them feel very solid and are made of identical materials. But do you notice something? The old 3DS has a nice smooth matte finish, while the new 3DS has a shiny glossy finish, which can get a lot more scratched and feel a lot more grubby. And because of the glossy material, it's a lot easier for sweat to build up on the surface and it to feel very icky while holding it. Meanwhile, on the old 3DS model, because it uses a matte finish, it's a lot harder for it to become sweaty and icky feeling. Another thing, the L and R buttons are smaller on the new 3DS, meaning they're a bit harder to hit. They also feel a lot more fragile and hollow feeling. Meanwhile, on the old 3DS, they're nice and big and chunky and they feel a bit more substantial to click. The next thing, this on the left side is you. And this guy on the right is the guy she tells you not to worry about. Look at the size difference. We go from something that I can barely hold to an actual functional stylus. Speaking of functionality, here's how to swap an SD card on an old 3DS model. You just open the flap, press in, and then it pops out. Now you just do that in reverse. Beautiful. Now here's how you do it on a new 3DS. Right, let's flip the console over. Oh, I need a screwdriver. Okay, let's get a screwdriver. Why are these screws not coming out? Oh, wait, they're held in with this little washer. That's why they wasn't coming out. Then we gently pry on these gaps right here. Okay, try not to crack the plastic, please, please. Okay, now we carefully lift it out. Make sure not to puncture the battery. Oh, and there's the SD card hiding right there. Okay, we need to eject that out. Now let's put in our new one. Oh, now we need to clip this plastic plate on correctly. Why is it not sitting right? Okay, now we need to screw down the screws. Finally. Now imagine having to do that like 20 times while trying to mod your 3DS. It can get rather nasty quick. Speaking of nasty, have you ever seen a 3DS that looks like this? This is an issue with the paint finish that Nintendo used on, you guessed it, the new 3DS models. Luckily, it's only the XL model, but that's also the most expensive model. I don't think you're going to want to shell out all that money for the risk of in 6 months the paint just disappearing, because these prices ain't going down anytime soon. So you want to make sure that this thing is going to last you a long time. But here's another thing, they crack. One time I was taking the screws out of my new 3DS to get to the micro SD card. But then, to my horror, I noticed there was a crack right where the screw hole was. And this is not something you can easily fix. The only option was to buy a new bottom plate, which would be from China of questionable quality. I can imagine you drop $250 on one of these, and it does that within a month. You're not going to be pleased at all. Meanwhile, on my old 3DS, well, that isn't a problem at all. But think to yourself before splurging out on a new 3DS console. Think, what could I do with the extra savings? Maybe I could buy some more games or accessories, or just have more money in my pocket for important things like food, rent, bills. Don't be going into debt to buy some manky 3DS. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll see you next time.